the Devilfish Show here at the PokerHeaven.com 2006 British Championship. And Lusk, O'Shaughnessy and Goodwin have got to somehow find some inspiration from somewhere to stop the man from Hull, because he is running all over them at the moment.
Raise to 20,000 total.
Finally, he's thrown a hand away.
That's a big raise by Justin O'Shaughnessy. Raised to 20,000. The plan's only 2-4. Textbook says you should raise about 12 in that spot.
There's the ace of hearts in there, I guarantee you 1,000,000%. The fish. I just knew that.
No, you just thought we wouldn't believe you. And you were right, we wouldn't have.
Because you might get some.
Well, the bet's got through, obviously.
I had a little rattle next door. Chips.
Now here's a pocket pair for O'Shaughnessy. He's picked up the Snowmen. And King 10 for Goodwin, that might be enough to get him interested at least.
I think this is the two short stacks at the table, going to stick it all in here. Because Mark Goodwin could be pop committed.
Elliot's coming in as well, as he know.
O'Shaughnessy must move all in here.
You just knew it was the last.
Goodwin is probably juiced in to call.
How much you got back there, Mark?
About 85.
85?
Yeah. Well, he hasn't got 85.
He's got a big nose and it's getting bigger all the time.
35.
That's more like it. He would still be in the tournament.
Justin moves all in.
How do you like that one, Mark?
I don't.
That King Island.
Went all in, got called and lost.
It's better than King 8, just.
Got about a King 10 there.
And as you see from those percentages, it would be pretty much a coin toss.
13, 20.
Well, Mark Goodwin is so short, he has chips in here already.
78.
Elliot's small blind is in the mix.
Okay, baby, you're winning. Good luck.
We've got a showdown.
He says he will call.
Time to gamble.
Oh, King 10, look, the fish named
Mark
it right
shows
on the ball.
King 10.
See that? Named his
Justin
hand.
has a
How can they beat
pocket
me?
8s.
Well, King 10 worked for the Devilfish earlier. Will it work for Goodwin? He needs some help.
It's deuce 5-4.
None
Still
there at the moment.
8s. Mark needs a 10 or a king.
3-6 will do. I'm happy. I'm greedy.
3-6 would split the pot.
Got a great imagination.
And there's his 10 on the turn. A real sickener for O'Shaughnessy,
against a pair of 8s.
who now needs an 8 and nothing else. And it's not there.
Cards are 3.
And a double through for Goodwin, who was almost out the door. But he finds a pair of 10s on the turn. And he's back in business.
Cruel luck for Justin O'Shaughnessy. Mark Goodwin still had 6 outs. 6 outs represented 24%, roughly a 3-to-1 shot, and the 3-to-1 shot come home with that 10 on the turn.
I think you said King 8.
Well, now it's Justin O'Shaughnessy who's on the short stack. Less than 40,000 he has.
Yeah, who wants to look stupid on television?
The blind's due to go up shortly to 3 and 6,000.
4,000 to
He'll be thinking the first decent cards he looks at. Throw his chips in and take his chance.
Okay, I'm going to
pass.
I'm going to have to raise the informed guy's blind.
Well, let's not forget,
12,000 total.
we started with 100,000 in chips. There's only one guy at this table that has more than 100,000 starting stack.
No.
And an awful lot more. Nearly 400,000 the Devilfish has got now.
That's 12.
You're going to ask me for small, I know, and you made it now.
Devilfish actually has the best of this with his 7-8, and now he's
Double
got 2 pairs.
Check.
Don't do it. All in.
20,000. All in.
Oh, that got ya.
Oh, really? I got a hand in.
Oh, don't you love it when it comes like
Can
that?
you put 20 in and see what the change
Mark
is?
Goodwin's made the big move.
I got a hand in.
Have you?
And he's basically
God,
looking for a 4 if he
Another
gets called.
66, Dave. 86 in total.
Mark re-raises 66,000.
Well, Devilfish has got 7s and 3s. He's got a massive chip lead. Surely he's going to call this.
Well, Mark is obviously representing the 3.
Nothing rattles him. Look at that heart rate. Barely above 70.
The question, Elliot is asking himself, would this opponent make the all-in move pretty much a stone-cold bluff? Because although I've got 2 pair, he's representing something.
Open the door for him. See what?
Dun 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 dun.
I got a 7, bro.
You got a 7, that means you got it with a 4.
8.
One of those rare occasions the Devilfish is telling the truth.
You did last time you looked.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
Almost double
Fortunately.
the Devilfish's heart rate.
7 good.
Good win. Understandably anxious. He knows his tournament's at stake here.
I'm not that clever.
He's the one who'll be all in.
Oh, you'd have to raise me with a pair of 10s.
I had no idea, actually.
Well, Goodwin started with just shy of 100,000 before this hand. So it's a sizable stat for Elliott to consider, even though he is bossing the table around.
But if you think Mark Goodwin is at it on a semi-bluff, there's not many semi-bluffs to be seen on that flop. There's no flush draw. There's no straight draw, unless you're looking for a gut shot, which is what he is doing.
You will suspect possibly the overpair. You might suspect that Goodwin could have something like ace-3.
You know what's making me fold is the fact that you said I got a few chips I can play now, like you probably slow played a big pair on me there.
Don't think Goodwin liked the use of the word
There's
almost.
my big mouth.
Oh, baby doll!
Usually in the TV competitions with the anti-structure, you just have to be very aggressive all the way through. When you play tournaments that last many days, you can obviously be a lot more selective with the hands you play. In these sort of tournaments, you do have to play marginal hands depending on position and the chips that you've got. So whilst the cards are relevant, they are less relevant depending on the anti-structure. There's supposed to be a big gap between all-in or passive.
Devilfish is still a big leader. Mark Goodwin has moved into second.
I thought
Lusk
he
is
was
in
going to go
no
all in and
immediate
then he
danger. O'Shaughnessy on the short stack. There he is nearest the camera, says his 2-year-old daughter is the love of his life. He also rates Phil Ivey as the best player in the world. Phil Ivey, even he would have had a job getting chips off the Devilfish so far in this event. O'Shaughnessy now's got ace-7.
35,000.
And he's gone all in with it.
Yeah, and he has the best hand, and
Pass.
this is exactly what he has to do. There's no messing around, and he's got to stick it in, hope that his hand holds up. I mean, the thing about the blinds, you know, now is that this whole tournament can change with one or two hands.
Play a little bit while I go through. No.
Devilfish is in no immediate hurry there.
He's even the centre of attention when he's not in the hand. And he's
Yeah, he loves the limelight, he loves the attention, and he has worked for it and thoroughly deserves it.
Barry Mundy just saying you can't leave the arena until we have an official break. He's just not used to spectating, he's used to being involved.
You're not wrong.
Cool.
Okay, we have a call.
Wow.
Marcel calls. We have a showdown.
Marcel has called this.
Marcel shows 8-9. Justin has ace-7. Flop is.
Oh, that's the card he didn't want to see.
9.
Pair of 9s for
Marcel
Lusk,
has a
and now
pair of
O'Shaughnessy
9s.
needs an ace.
Don't you just hate it when that happens?
Ace needed for Justin.
And only an ace will do.
Turns a 4. Still
Neither
no
of them
help.
have a diamond.
Still the pair of 9s.
And the internet qualifier has gone. Marcel Lusk took a big chance then. He went in a mile behind, but he found the 9 to make a pair. And it's the end of the road for the internet qualifier, Justin O'Shaughnessy. He leaves us, and now just 3 left standing.
Is that okay to decide?
I think I played okay. My game plan was to start off playing really tight, which I did do, and then just getting aggressive at the end, which I did do. So really, it went to plan, and insofar as I did what I was, what I was planning to do.
Well, a surprising call from Marcel Lusk has taken out O'Shaughnessy, and we are down to 3 now at the PokerHeaven.com 2006 British Championship. The Devilfish is still dominating the table, but both Marcel Lusk and Mark Goodwin have enough chips, 1 double through, and they would be the chip leader.
6,000.
Trevor, it's amazing how fortunes change. Marcel Lusk, he was all in with his ace-deuce against ace-king there, and You know, he's now contesting, truly contesting this table. He really has a chance. He's got a big shot at winning this now.
Any raise?
Devilfish knows that the blinds the way they are, you know, one slip up and the whole thing could change.
Ace, 5.
Two-way action here, Lusk against the Devilfish. Neither's caught a piece of the flop.
That doesn't matter to Dave Elliott. He doesn't need to catch flops, he knows.
And the bet enough to take the Dutchman off the hand.
Believe me, I've played enough with Dave Elliott to know he is going to absolutely steamroller these two if they let him.
6,000.
All right.
Goodwin is going to raise this time. Well, right 13. Idea maybe at the wrong moment because Lusk right behind him has ace-queen.
Yeah. It's 19,000.
Surely can't be taken off this hand.
Absolutely not. Marcel will be playing this hand. It's just a question of how he plays it.
Devilfish also has an ace. So a medium raise might get the fish interested too.
No, yeah, he can't take any chances. He's moved on him quite correctly, and I don't think he's going to get any action here from Mark.
How much is that?
He's having a think about it though.
Surely has to be enough to make him put down the jack high.
130.
See, this is a great situation for Dave Elliott. He wants these two short stances to beat each other up, to fight it out between themselves, and leave himself heads up and in a commanding position. I mean, this is really what not to do. Unfortunately, you know, they've both found a hand and they've made a play for the pot. But this is a great position for Dave Elliott, and these guys really need to be attacking Dave Elliott rather than each other.
Okay.
Well, he has passed the hand.
Marcel wins the hand.
Right decision. He's still got more than 100,000 in chips.
Yeah, it's tough, you know, when you walk into a hand, but you know you have to be able to put them down. And Marcel was rather fortunate there, sitting with the ace-queen there.
Fish and chips or fire mashed?
Fish and chips.
I don't eat pie, so fish and chips.
Give me pie mash.
What did you want to be when you grew up?
I used to play the guitar in a school band, so I probably wanted to be a musician.
A singer.
Professional golfer. Wasn't good enough.
If you see a spider in the shower, do you squish it or do you save it?
Save it.
Always save it.
I try and flush it down the thing very quick. I'm not very, I don't like spiders.
If poker was bad, what would you do?
Play golf.
Probably be a movie star.
Play more.
What 3 things would you take to a desert island?
I've got to be careful because the wife's watching. What 3 things would I take on a desert island?
I think my wife and children.
3 girlfriends.
Pitching wedge, a golf ball, and a lemon muffin.